And we are back. We are back. It's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to App Stupid Studios. Let's get after it. But first, let's jump into a rap break. Drop the beat. I'm fine. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. And we pushing a new rap album this month. De La Soul, Cabin in the Sky. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Sunny Storms, Good Health, A Quick 16 for Mama is that song. I am sorry. Killer Mike is probably one of the top 5 MCs out there. He got bars, he got storytelling, and oh my goodness, that song goes hard on top of hard. Just how it is sometimes. Run it back with Nas? Forget about it. Forget about it. Enough. Believe in him. And then there's yours with Common. Oh my goodness. And Black Thought? And Slick Rick the Rulers on that song. My God. Man. And then Cabin in the Sky. The entitled track itself. De La Soul. In stores now. Yo, shout out to De La Soul doing their thing. Make sure y'all go get Cabin in the Sky. It's a great project. Rest in peace, Dave Tregoy. So from the Big Ten, we go to the SEC, where Georgia just beat the dog shit out of Alabama. It's no, come on, man. We're not going for this. And of all the championship series, the conference championships yesterday, this was the worst one. This was the worst one because you got tired of watching it. You got tired of watching Georgia and Alabama. They've been showing us this game for over a decade. And how long can you watch the same thing and try and get excited? And that's not me just saying this because I'm a Big Ten wonk. It's just being reality. This, honestly, if you go back and you look at all of the conference championships, yesterday, every last one entertaining except this one. Now we gave, like I said, we gave you the breakdown of how this was going to be a rematch of the game this year that saw Alabama with the victory by a field goal. Now, how would the Georgia 500 respond to the Tide? We gave you the crazy stat that Kirby Smart is 1-7 against Alabama. Would this be another disappointment, or would this be Kirby rising to the occasion? From Hot Atlanta, all the marbles in the SEC on the line, a college playoff berth and a bye also rolled into one. The stage has been set, and Georgia proceeded to kick the shit out of Alabama. Georgia proceeded to beat them down. You can't beat a dog like this and not go to jail, people. This was pure, unadulterated ass whoopings. And it wasn't how the ass was kicked. It was the kicking of the ass. This was downright embarrassing for the Tide. To get goose-egged in the third quarter, a total shocker for the Titans of Tuscaloosa. I've never seen a game where the Tide rushed for 3 yards for the entire game. That is just awful. And the Dogs, they just beat them like dog shit, bro. That Georgia defense completely smashed Alabama. 11 first downs, third and fourth downs were god-awful. They only converted on third down, but they had the 3 of those, but they had 14 looks at it. 3 sacks on Ty Simpson, plus a pick. Just an awful day at the office for Coach Kalen Dober and company. Daniel Hill, 4 grabs, 11 yards. That's not going to cut it, and they know it. Alabama, for whatever you think of, you definitely don't want to see them go down that path where they enter irrelevancy. But this was them doing that. No Alabama rusher had over 5 grabs on the afternoon. I've never seen that. Alabama made its bread and butter by having a lethal run game. Not only that, by having a dominant offensive line to create the gaps for guys to actually spread the field. And the fact that that's not a thing anymore, that just shows you how long we've been watching this game as football fans to the point where it's not enjoyable. Also, no rusher had over 12 yards for the Tide. I've never seen that as well in Alabama's history as long as I've been alive. I don't go back to the days of Bear Bryant and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck about those people. Nick Saban, he's got to be rolling over in his grave. He's not dead, but we're not wishing anything like that on him. Wink, wink. Now, no, man, I ain't wishing that on that man. Straight up, man, fuck Nick Saban, though. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him with a fist in his ass. He a hoe. Now, what's the excuse, Alabama? What is the excuse? You claimed that the offense was dead last year. You struggled. They gave you Brian Grove all the preseason love. And, oh, these guys made so much music together in Washington. And they got to a national championship game and blah, blah, blah. Y'all can't even win a conference championship? Come on now. They even fixed it so every tough step-up game they played, they made them play those at home because they barely traveled. Alabama barely traveled this year. Every big-time game that they had in the SEC was in Tuscaloosa. They rarely got out on the road. They fixed it that way because Greg Sankey was crying like a bitch talking about how Alabama was better than Indiana. You don't think that now, do you, Greg? Greg, you don't think that now, do you? And instead of getting better, instead of them trying to actually go out and play somebody, these some bitches turn around and say, we're going to shorten the season to 9 games. Yet, the Big 12 is out here gambling. They taking risks. ACC out here gambling. They taking risks. The Big Ten's out here gambling. They taking on risks. Shit, Notre Dame is out here gambling, taking risks. Their out-of-conference schedule is huge. Their out-of-conference schedule is legit. They played everybody from the SEC, Big Ten, ACC. Everybody playing each other but these assholes. But now you're going to try and feed us this line that Alabama and Georgia, so they heads and shoulders above everybody. Come on, bruh. Stop it. You know you watching some bullshit when they keep talking about tradition. Motherfucker, it ain't Thanksgiving. You don't have to have this game every year. Nobody gives a shit about this. Outside of the SEC, above the Mason-Dixon line, people got shit to do. And not only did Georgia embarrass Alabama, they made Alabama look like they didn't even belong. And for some reason, they're going to try and keep Alabama into this college playoffs. For what? Nobody gives a shit about that. Y'all had y'all shot. They call it the SEC championship game. Nobody enjoys watching that bullshit. Shout out to Georgia. You got some real teams down there. I ain't gonna do that. Texas A&M, at least they'll play Notre Dame. At least they'll get out there and play Notre Dame. Georgia ain't ducking no smoke, but they ain't playing nobody by the same turn. I told everybody there were so many fraudulent teams in the SEC that didn't even play a team with a winning record like Tennessee. I was saying this shit all year. Missouri's another fraudulent team. Fucking, I think Alabama's a fraudulent team. These teams aren't getting any better. They're getting better at picking opponents. They're getting better at picking weaker schools and then beating up on them and then getting these just crazy records. Say what you want to say about Brian Kelly. Say what you want to say about Brian Kelly. You say he was the worst coach at LSU, this, that, and the third. But Brian Kelly was a real one. He didn't give a fuck. He was like, look, LSU, we going to play Clemson. LSU, we going to go ahead and play Ohio State. We want to play all these people. He let it be known. He wasn't backing down from that shit. And then when LSU got the same results everybody else got, LSU sitting out there, oh, we got to make a coaching change. We just got to go ahead and get somebody else in here who can coach. He was a damn good coach. He was a damn good coach. Y'all fired this motherfucker. Y'all still made goddamn. Y'all qualified for a bowl. See, what they don't want to tell you is here's what the little dirty secret is. Everybody's caught up to that bullshit. Alabama and Georgia and all that, they got people in the SEC, they've been paying players for years. But now House v. NCAA has opened the floodgates so everybody gets paid. Everybody got the same weaponry. So it becomes less about you locking up all this talent, aka Nick Saban, and then making people think that you this God's gift of coaching, but you was coaching in the Big Ten. You coached at Michigan State. What you win? Not a goddamn thing. You went down to an inferior conference. You got the chip at LSU, and then you fled to the NFL and got ran out of Miami. And then you came back to another compromised program in Alabama where you just started locking guys up. I give the SEC a lot of shit because they give everybody else shit. It's deflection. When they say the Big Ten ain't playing nobody, that's deflection because they not playing nobody. They don't want you to look at their records. They don't want you to go ahead and look at their victories. You take these pitiful ass out of conference wins off of their resume, these motherfuckers are 4-4 teams. They 4-4 teams playing each other. We not doing that. We not doing any of that. Look, congratulations to the Georgia 500. Kirby Smart able to go ahead and get the chip. Be interesting to see that they'll get seeding, but I'm clearly saying that this was the worst chip game that was on yesterday, and that's not even debatable. That's not debatable. Yeah, it's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know the drill. Get in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Let me know what's going down. It's your boy Big Vern. We'll be back.